Good morning, friends. This is Jagadesh Kumar from UGC. Let me extend a very warm welcome to all of you for this important meeting on Academic Bank of Credits. Today, we also have colleagues from MIT who have created this ABC, and this program is being live streamed on all our social media platforms. Briefly, I will describe about the origin and how we have created this Academic Bank of Credits for the benefit of the students and the higher educational institutions. And after that, we have Shri Ajay Agarwal from NEGD, who will speak about the technical aspects of ABC. And also, after both these presentations are over, we will take questions and answers from all of you. Friends, as you know, as part of the national education policy, UGC has been bringing out several reforms to provide more flexibility and mobility and freedom to the students to pick and choose their courses and programs. And one of the platforms, digital platforms that has been created to provide this flexibility and mobility and freedom to the students is the Academic Bank of Credits. And as you know, the Academic Bank of Credits was proposed in the national education policy. As you can see on the screen, NEP has clearly said that ABC will be provided as a platform for the students to store their academic credits earned from various recognized higher educational institutions, so that their degrees from the institutions can be awarded, taking into account the credits that are earned and stored on the ABC platform. And towards that end, to make this a reality, UGC also came up with the Gazette notification on the Academic Bank of Credits in July 2021. And there was a small amendment also to this Gazette notification in December 2021. And these Gazette notifications are available on the UGC website. You can later download these documents and go through the regulations to see how ABC can be used for the benefit of the students. There have been a lot of questions and a lot of doubts in the minds of our stakeholders, both the higher educational institutions and also the students and teachers. From time to time, we have been conducting webinars and seminars and discussing about the ABC. But however, we have felt that we need to provide a much better understanding of ABC so that all the educational institutions will adopt ABC and encourage their students to register on the ABC portal. And that's the reason why today we are meeting, and I'm glad that from across the country, many of you have joined in this program. So let me very briefly tell you what exactly is ABC. Some of you may know, but some of you who are watching this program or who will watch this program later on our social media platforms, for their benefit, ABC is a digital platform available across the country for credit-based, highly flexible and student-centric facility for the students to store their academic credits. And as you know, the credit is defined as 1 hour, 1 contact hour if it is a lecture theory or a tutorial class, or 2 hours of contact in the laboratory work per week during a semester. And that's how we define a credit. And if you have the ABC, what can be done with this ABC, Academic Bank of Credits platform? First of all, the students, as they register in various courses, they can accumulate these credits and store it in the Academic Bank of Credits. The Academic Bank of Credits, initially people were thinking that this is meant for those students who move from one institute to the other institute. While that is true, the Academic Bank of Credits is applicable to all the students within your own university, within your own college. As the students register in their first semester of their new program, all of them should be registered on ABC, so that as they complete their first semester, even if they are staying within the university, their earned credits can be stored in the ABC. And as the students move to the second semester, again, their earned credits can be stored on the ABC. So now the credits that are stored in the ABC, the HEIs can upload the credits earned by the students on the ABC platform, so that at the end of the semester, the students can look at the entire credits that are earned by the student in that institution each semester. And in case the student wants to move from one institution to the other institution, the credits can be transferred seamlessly. And the students, once they store these credits in the ABC, they can redeem these credits to obtain a certificate or a diploma, and these credits can be debited from the Academic Bank of Credits. So you see that there are 4 functions that can be performed using the ABC platform. The credit accumulation and credit recognition for the students of your own university, and the credit transfer for the students who transfer from Institute A to Institute B, and the facility to the students to keep using these credits to obtain certain qualifications. And there are several advantages because of the introduction of the Academic Bank of Credits. It provides easy horizontal mobility for the students across the country from institute to institute. And recently, you might have read the national credit framework that we have announced. It was put in the public domain for the feedback from the stakeholders. And there we have defined the credit requirement for each level as the students move from one level to the other level, how many credits the students are supposed to earn. And once we adopt this national credit framework across the country and across the institutions, it becomes very easy for the students if they want to move from one institution to the other institution. Provided, of course, there are vacancies in the second institution. Provided, of course, that the students fulfill the minimum eligibility criteria in the second institution. If those conditions are fulfilled, the ABC platform can be easily used for the horizontal mobility of the students from institution to the institution. ABC also provides freedom to the students to choose the courses of their choice. A student doesn't have to register for a degree in a university or in a higher educational institution. They can simply register for a course of their choice, provided, of course, they fulfill the minimum, the prerequisites required for that course. So this freedom is available to the students. And they can also enroll in the higher educational institutions of their interest, provided they fulfill the admission criteria of those institutions. Now, they can also choose the teachers of their choice for a given course. And this is true in the online programs. already there are several institutions which have been permitted to offer online degrees and online courses. And soon, the National Digital University also is going to be launched from July 2023. Hopefully, the National Digital University will start with the certificate and diploma programs and subsequently with the degree programs. So for the same subject, for example, economics, there could be several teachers from several institutions giving the same economics credit. Let's say it's a 3-credit course. The student will have the choice to choose the best of the courses in the same discipline using the ABC. And once these online programs become more popular and the National Digital University is established, students do not have to actually register for a degree. They can register for individual courses in a particular domain and accumulate these courses and accumulate the credits of these courses. And as the credits accumulate and once they reach the threshold required to be awarded a qualification or a degree, they can opt for the degree later. So you can see that there are multiple advantages for students if you are using the academic bank of credits. And you know that the National Education Policy has also introduced the multiple entry and multiple exit scheme. And using ABC, this can be done. I earn my credits for 1 or 2 semesters, and then I may leave the institution for certain time, and then I can come back and use the earned credits and continue my education. And we will also have lifelong learning opportunities for the students because they can accumulate these credits and then they can redeem these credits in order to get the degrees. Now, how does the academic bank of credit work and where is it available? Well, the portal where you can access the academic bank of credits platform is shown here on the screen, and all the higher educational institutions and the students can create their own individual ABC account on the above portal. And each account holder will get a unique ID, ABC ID, an institutional ID, and also the student level ID, and you will have free access to the academic bank of credits. Of course, more details will be discussed on this, both the technical aspects and how to register and so on by Ajay ji in the next presentation. But very briefly, let me tell you how you do the registration and how you do the credit transfer using the ABC. The student can register on the DigiLocker using an OTP received on the mobile number, and then the student will get a unique ABC identification, and this identification can be shared with the academic institutions where the student is enrolled. And the student can log in into this academic bank of credits platform and access the dashboard of ABC, where the student can see the credits accumulated over a period of time from semester to semester, because these credits are put in the account of the student by the respective higher educational institutions where the student has registered. And then, as I said, the student can select the desired courses and accumulate these credits, and then initiate the transfer of these credits to the institute, and also provide any other additional details that are required for the transfer. And the academic institution checks the eligibility of the credits that are transferred, whether they are as per the UGC guidelines and regulations. And then the academic institution can either approve or reject this credit transfer by giving the reasons why they are rejected, so that the student would know what to do next. And then the student can check the request status, gets notified on the credit transfer, And then all the credit trails are also maintained and reflected in the student's account. And as you can see, on the portal, from the account of the student can monitor the accumulated credits, the transferred credits, the redempted credits, and so on. So the entire credit trail will be available in the student's account. Now, there are a couple of things that I would like to inform the students. If it is online credit accumulation that you are doing, you need to get at least 50% of the credits from a given higher educational institution for the award of the degree, diploma, or certificate. And once you use these credits for certain qualification, once you redeem these credits, then you cannot reuse those credits. So you'll have to re-earn the credits if required for an additional degree or certificate. Similarly, once the credits are earned and stored in the academic bank of credits, they are valid over a period of 7 years. Now, who can register on this academic bank of credits? All the universities, autonomous colleges, and all the institutions of national importance, all of them are eligible to register on the academic bank of credits. And there is a very simple procedure for registering on the academic bank of credits. First of all, of course, you have to get the Gazette notification that UGC has issued, approved in your statutory bodies such as Senate, Academic Council, and so on. And then as soon as the students join in the first semester, all the new students should be asked to register on the academic bank of credits. So this is something very, very important. I request all the heads of institutions to please implement. In the beginning of the current academic session also, UGC has written to all the heads of the academic institutions to make sure that as the students join in the first semester in the new program, all of them should get the ABC ID so that as they progress from one semester to the other semester, the higher educational institution can upload all their credits in the ABC portal, and the students can monitor the credits earned by them in the ABC portal. Now, if you look at the number of universities and other institutions which have registered on the ABC portal, the numbers are here. But friends, we need to work hard. We need to ensure that all the higher educational institutions, eligible higher educational institutions, register on the academic portal. And when you look at the number of students who have registered on the academic bank of credits, that number is only 49 lakhs. You know that across the country, in all higher educational institutions, we have close to about 40 million students. 4 crore students are there, and only a small fraction of them have registered on the academic bank of credits. And also, only a small percentage of these students are actually mapped on the academic bank of credits by the higher educational institutions for the credit transfer. So this is something that we need to improve upon in the coming few months, so that when the next semester starts, every student who is studying in the higher educational institutions, they are on the academic bank of credits. And therefore, I would like to request all the higher educational institutions, if you have not yet registered, please register yourself as an institution on the ABC portal, and keep uploading the data of the student credits every semester on this ABC portal for your own students. Please don't think that ABC is meant for students who transfer from one institution to the other institution. And that number is going to be a very, very small fraction, students who migrate from one institution to the other institution. Our main purpose of the academic bank of credits is for the students of your own institution who are registering for courses in your own university. So therefore, every semester, you need to upload the student credits on the ABC. Please use the social media and other means to create awareness among the students, and by telling them about the benefits that they will have by using the ABC, and create an hyperlink on the web portal of our institution to the Academic Bank of Credits portal, and designate an officer, a senior level officer who is associated with the admissions and registration process in your institution, so that UGC can also handhold and talk to these nodal officers from time to time to make sure that the ABC becomes a successful process for all these students. And we also need to train the teachers and staff in handling the ABC. So therefore, there is a need for the capacity building. In fact, the ABC ID, because it's a very unique ID, you can even ask them to use the ABC ID in all the examination forms. So friends, there are several ways in which we need to encourage our educational institutions and the students to use the ABC portal. And I'm very, very confident that in the coming year, with the help of all of you and with your sustained efforts, ABC will become a national platform for all the students and higher educational institutions. While some of these general points that I wanted to make and inform you about ABC, there are many technical aspects of ABC, and we would like to discuss that. And after the presentation is over, we will take some questions and answers. And let me tell you that both from NEGD of MIT and from UGC, we would like to be with you, handhold you, and make sure that if you have any doubts and difficulties in implementing ABC, we will be there to help you. Friends, let us resolve to make ABC the most popular platform for the benefit of our students. Now, let me request Ajay ji from NEGD to make a presentation on the technical aspects of ABC.
Thank you very much, sir.
Before Ajay starts, sir, I will just want to convey my thanks and gratitude, sir, for putting the subject in such clear concern, sir. And this meeting will go a long way in helping us onboard the central universities. And as we discussed in the meeting last week, sir, we'll prioritize the central universities, ensure that the philosophy behind the ABC and the value that education institutions and the students both is explained to everyone. The process is made simpler, and our NEGD technical team will be available at the call for any university to clarify the doubts, as in a group meeting like this, or even one-to-one workshops if required, will be willing to do that. The intent is to ensure that to saturate all our central universities and let the central universities become a model for every other higher education institution to replicate the implementation of Academic Bank of Credits. So with these, sir, comments, I would request Ajay to continue with the presentation.
Thank you, Abhishek ji. Let me introduce Abhishek ji also. Abhishek Singh, he is President and CEO of NEGD, and is also MD and CEO of Digital India Corporation. He is CEO of Karmayogi Bharat, Government of India. Thank you, Abhishek ji, for joining.
Thank you, Ajay. You can start the presentation and go at such a pace that everyone can follow, and we will take all the questions towards the end.
Sure, sir. So, just to what our CEO sir has added, we also have everyday VC sessions available from 2:30 to 5:30 for all the universities, and the VC links are also present over our website portal. So any universities which has any further doubts, they can also join us through VCs from Monday to Friday. So first, I will take you through how ABC works actually. So The prerequisite to get the credits into the student's account is that the student should have that ABC ID. So there are various ways in which this ABC ID can be created. We are also facilitating a process where institutions can also create ABC IDs on behalf of students in bulk. First of all, student brings his ABC ID to the AI and academic institution, and academic institution captures that ABC ID. Once that academic ABC ID is with the university or the particular institutions, then they start preparing the mark sheet data with the credit score. So many of the universities, we have credit data, we have mark sheet data where there is no credit score available. So I request all the universities to provide the credit score as well. So they prepares the mark sheet with the credit score and with the ABC ID as well. So once that is ready, then they upload that data in our required CSV format to the portal. And once that data is uploaded on the portal, it goes to in our ABC credit repository and immediately starts reflecting in the student's ABC account. So student can see the accumulated credit scores immediately into their ABC account through logging into the ABC portal. So I will explain this process of ABC ID creation in more detail in my coming slides. So there are various ways in which a student can create an ABC ID, and we have opened up multiple channels for that. The first and foremost channel is DigiLocker. So in DigiLocker, the process is very simple. You can go to the website portal, or you can download the DigiLocker app from the Play Store. What you only need is that you have to just need a DigiLocker account you have to create. It's a very simple two-step authentication process where you just create your DigiLocker account and you go to the education category. There is a service called ABC ID creation, and you just select your institution in which you are currently studying. If you don't find your institution, you can go with none of them, and you can just proceed, and you will be provided with the ABC ID. And we are also coming up over Umang as well. So if somebody has the Umang app, they can also create their ABC ID. We are also have published API specifications over API Setu. If universities or any other institutions, if they feel that they should provide this ABC ID creation facility on their portal, so there is a very simple API specifications provided for that. They have to do a certain amount of technical work. After that, students will be able to create their ABC ID through their portal as well. Apart from that, we also have ABC portal, abc.gov.in, which sir has mentioned in his earlier presentation. And you just can go there, you just sign up as a student, and the process is similar to the how we do it in DigiLocker as well. So you just select your institution and it will create your ABC ID. And you can see your credit score. So how academic institution, how we have, we are enabling academic institution to create ABC ID is that if academic institutions is having students' name, date of birth, gender, mobile number, registration number or roll number, and Aadhaar number, they can just upload that data in a CSV. We have a particular module for that. I will also take you through that in my coming slides. They have to just upload that data, and ABC ID will be created automatically from backend. We are also coming up with the assisted mode that I will talk later. So now, what is the student ABC ID creation flow? So the process is very simple. The student has to go to the DigiLocker portal. There is a banner for academic bank of credits where they can click on the banner and join. There is the education category also. Once they do that, they have to just simply do the sign-in process in DigiLocker. Once they do that, they have to go to the education category, and in education category, they will find a service called Academic Bank of Credit. Once they select that, all the information will be pre-populated as per his Aadhaar details, and he has to just select the name of the institution and the institution type, and the ABC card will be generated and it will be available in the issued document section of the student. So I will also show you the same thing in my console also. So if you see, this is the digilocker.gov.in portal. So this ABC ID creation is available in the banner here. Somebody can click join now and just go there. And it is also available in the education category. When I click on this education category here, see, there is a service called Academic Bank of Credit. The student has to just click on it. And this is the ABC ID card where they have to click and they have to join. So I will just sign up and show you this flow. So I have entered my Aadhaar number, or I can use my mobile number. Then I enter my security PIN here. So once I do that, I have just logged in. And if you see, the ABC ID card is there in my account. If you want to create a new ABC ID card, in my case, I have already faced it. That's why it's here. You have to just go to the search document. And you have to go to the education category. And you have to go to the Academic Bank of Credits. When I click on this ABC ID card, this simple form is presented. You only have to select the institution type and the institution name, and your task is done. So once you do that, you will see this ABC ID card is there. So once you click on that, this ABC ID card is presented in the PDF form. This is for the web view. In mobile view, you will also see a mobile view. So I go back to my presentation. I hope this is clear by now. So there is another way, as I said, that through which the student can also create his ABC ID. The other way is that he can go to the ABC portal, abc.gov.in, and on top right corner there is a call to action for the student as well. So he has to just select student. After that, he has to select the university, or if it is a skill institute, then they have to select the name of the skill institute that they are studying in. Once they do that, a 12-digit ABC ID is created. So ABC ID is always a 12-digit numerical value. So once they do this process, initially it will show credit score as 0. So then this ABC ID they have to take to the university and request them to deposit credits against this ABC ID. Once they do that, the updated credit score will appear. So before going to that, I will also show that also in this demo. So this is the portal, abc.gov.in. On right hand side, you will see there is an option for my account. So in this my account, you select for student creating an ABC ID, have to select student. Once they do that, it is the same Meri Pehchan single sign-on process. So I received my OTP. I'm just entering my OTP here. And it is taking me inside, and it showed me the credit score. So currently, since the university on behalf of me has not deposited any credit, so it's showing as 0. So once the credit starts uploading, all the credits along with the university which has uploaded these credits with the subjects starts appearing here. Now I go back to my presentation again. So now the next question is that once the students is having ABC ID with them and they provide this ABC ID to the academic institution, how academic institution will upload the credit, and also the registration process, that how academic institutions has to first register on ABC. So this is the AI registration journey. So academic institution have to visit abc.gov.in. From my account option, they have to select the option of institution. Once they do that, they have to register their institution. A list of institutions is already provided there. You have to just register your institution. Once you register, your institution gets approved. So many of the universities which are already there on NAD, they have to register only for ABC. And those universities or say institutions which are not there still on NAD, so they have to first register on NAD and then they can register for ABC. I will take you through that thing also. So once they request for ABC registration and we approve that registration, it generally we approve a particular institution in 24 hours only. So once that approval is there, after that AI institution is allowed to upload the credit data with ABC ID. So we have a required CSV format along with the guideline document that you have to follow for uploading the credits. So once you do that, after that you have to publish that credit score. So once you publish that credit score starts appearing in the student's account. So this is the process that this is how you have to join. Once you join in NAD and you get approved, after that you will see the option of academic bank of credit in left hand side of your portal. Once you join there, then you can upload your credits. So this is the next slide where you can upload your credits. It is a CSV file that you have to upload. Now I will take you to the portal again. So if you see here, just give me a minute, let me log in. So if you see here, this is the login portal, and here you get an option to upload your records. If you see here, there is an option of uploading of records. And here you have to just upload the CSV that you have prepared for marksheet. And for preparing that CSV, we have a detailed guideline. This is the detailed guideline which describes each and every field which is present there in the CSV. If you notice here, there is a special field called ABC account ID, which you have to fill. And this is the ABC ID that the student has provided to you. So please remember that whenever you prepare this marksheet data of a particular student, you make sure that you also see that record with this ABC account ID. So this guideline document is available on our portal itself. You will find this guideline document on ABC portal and also on NAD portal also. You have to just go to the resources section. In resources section, when you go to the templates and guidelines, so you will find the data definition document which talks about how to fill that CSV, and also you can download a sample CSV from here. So once you do that, you have to upload the file along with the credit score and ABC ID. I go back to my presentation again. So once you upload that file, it takes you to the verification step where you have to verify. Randomly 5 records are presented for verification. So once you verify and is satisfied that your records are uploaded properly, you have selected the right templates. So for your convenience, right now we have around 45 to 50 templates available for you to choose. So you can choose any of these templates to upload your data. And not only mark sheets, we also have formats for transcripts as well, certificates and diploma certificates as well. So once you verify those records and you submit, then the data gets recorded into the database in the repository. So once the data gets recorded into the repository, after that the student immediately can see his credit score. Like if you see here, Mr. Rakesh Verma has 70 credit points. And if somebody clicks on this action item, we can see against which subject, how much credit he has received and from which university. So if somebody is doing multiple courses from various universities, all those credit scores gets recorded to that into his ABC account against that ABC ID. So ABC ID is the unique value against which all his credit score will get accumulated. So whenever you are uploading the marksheet data along with ABC ID, we also do a check that whether that ABC ID is valid or not, it exists or not. And we also do a name matching check for that. And we have also provided a verification mechanism where if you have that ABC ID and if you want to verify that whether the ABC ID is correct or not, so that module is also available. You have to just upload that data into the CSV, and that particular functionality module will tell that whether that ABC ID is valid or not. So now I come to how academic institution can create ABC ID. So we are bringing up this module where academic institution can create ABC ID. When you log in and you go to the right hand side, there is a utilities section. If you click on that, then this module starts appearing. So as I told you that we have already launched ABC ID verification facility. Similarly, we have ABC ID creation facility where you have to simply upload a CSV. That CSV should have name, roll number, date of birth, gender, mobile number, and specifically Aadhaar number of the student. Once that is uploaded, our backend process actually will create the ABC IDs and it will export that ABC ID into a CSV again. So you can download it from there also. So that's all from my side.
Thank you, Ajay. Thank you, Ajay ji, for a very comprehensive presentation. Now let us take questions from the heads of the institutions and other colleagues who have joined. You can raise your hand and then we will ask you to unmute. So I have here Central University. Could you please unmute yourself?
Unmute.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. And I really compliment you for taking all educational institutions on board and to understand the nitty-gritty of ABC and its implementation. Certain points are coming to my mind. There are two scenarios, as you explained it. Number one is that even if students are not earning credit from other institutions, and they are registered only in one institution, they have to, this ABC account is to be necessarily created and all the credits earned in a central university or university is to be credited in the ABC accounts. This is fine. The other scenario is that students registered in a university and they can earn 50% of the credits from other institutions. And if they wish to complete the program within a stipulated period, then if they want to earn credits from other institutions, it has to be in online mode. So currently, only the MOOCs are available in online mode. Though certain universities, UGC has allowed certain universities to offer courses in online mode as well. But by and large, the credits which students would like to earn from other institutions are through MOOC courses. So how to make it 50%? I mean, up to 50%, number one. And number two, can we think of, the needs of the freelance learners? Supposing, currently a student has to be necessarily registered in a central university and then can earn up to 50% credit from elsewhere, from other institutions of their choice, the course they like and the institution they like. This is very good arrangement. But if some student does not want to be registered in a university, and if he wants or she wants to earn credit from any other institution, whether that is possible, number one. Number two, you have also said that, if the credit required for a certificate course or diploma course or simple graduation, if that much credit is accumulated in the student's account, ABC, then he or she can walk away with certificate or diploma degree. And if he or she wants to return back to the system, then certainly there's some doubt whether the credits that were used for obtaining certificate or diploma or simple graduation, those are to be necessarily returned. That those credits will be returned back to the account, and and then the additional credits what he or she learns can be accumulated, and then advanced degrees can be accumulated. So these are the few issues, sir. Thank you, sir.
Right. So these are important queries. Your first question about the online courses. Currently, the regulation is only allows only for the SWAYAM MOOCs courses, but we are going to change that because soon the National Digital University will come, and students should have the opportunity to do online courses from any other recognized platform. So we are going to make a change in that. And the second one, the question that you have asked is, if a student wants to do, let's say, a single course of interest from an institution, it should be possible now using ABC, even physical classes you want to attend and take only one particular course because that is of great interest to you. And it is up to the higher educational institutions, they are autonomous enough. You can modify your ordinances to permit the students to take only one course and register the earned credits in the academic bank of credits. In IIT system, we do have students can register from other institutions, from industry, only for one specific course on the credits and then go back. So that's a possibility that's available to all the educational institutions. And then if a student has joined in the first year BA economics, let's say, and the student completes 2 semesters and earns certain credits, but at the end of the first year, the student wants to go away for some time. So there is a requirement for the student to do 10 credits of skill-based courses before the student can get the certificate. Now, the important question is whether the student can come back and join in the second year. Of course, it is possible because the student will ultimately get the degree if the student completes the 3 years or 4 years. So therefore, even though the student is getting a certificate at the end of the second 2 semesters to take an exit from the program, those credits can be used to continue into the second program. But however, the same credits cannot be used to get another certificate. So therefore, all the possibilities that you have mentioned are implementable. Right. Let's go to National Sanskrit University.
Good morning, sir. This is Venkateshwar, Registrar. We have operational difficulty with regards to ABC, sir. It has 2 steps. One is to upload the CSV file, and thereafter it has to be published. So after we upload the CSV file, the publish link is in inactive state, sir, and it instructs us to get in touch with the administrator of ABC. We did get in touch with him, sir. Then they have told us that unless there is sizable amount of data uploaded initially, the publish button will not be active. Our request is, sir, allow us to publish program-wise data as and when it is prepared and uploaded, rather than waiting for the entire semester's program details to be uploaded in one go. That's the request, sir.
Right. Ajay ji, could you please answer that question?
Sir, the reason why we ask for sizable data is that, say for a particular course, for a particular semester, if sizable amount of data is not available and we start publishing that service over the DigiLocker, then many students come there because we do the social media promotions as well. And many students come there and they don't find their records there. So, I mean, that is the reason, sir, we ask for a sizable amount of data so that all students gets benefited from there.
But is it a possibility, even if it is not sizable, and how do you define sizable?
So, sir, what we have defined is that for a particular year, for a particular stream, at least the entire data for that stream should be available. That is our requirement.
So I think an entire will be a kind of tricky thing. Sir, if we could mutually fix a certain percentage of students enrolled in a particular year, because if all 99% students are registered, one has not done. So if still not becoming live, then everybody suffers. If we can say 60% of the students enrolled in a particular academic institution in a particular year, if they are onboarded, then it should be available.
Right. I think that's a good idea. Let us fix not a very high threshold, maybe 50% of the students. We will look into it and we'll come back to you on this.
Thank you, sir.
There is one question from Aradhana Khare on the social media platform. I'll come to the rest of you who have raised your hands. When the student accumulates the credits required for a degree from different institutes, then which institute will be providing the particular degree to the student? As I have mentioned during my presentation, the student should obtain at least a minimum of 50% of credits from one single institute, and the remaining 50% the student can obtain from different institutes. So the first institute where the student has accumulated 50% of the credits will give the degree to the student. Now, let me go to Professor Bansal. Could you please unmute yourself?
Yeah, thank you, sir, and congratulations for taking NEP very seriously. My question is with regard to the same question. Sir, the small query is, for example, a student has earned 40 credits from my university, and 40 credit, because you have already told that the 50%, at least 50% credits earned required by the student, 40% from my university, 40 credits from in other university, and 40 credits in the third year in other university. Then who will give the degree? The first institution will give the degree, because we cannot refuse. Suppose the students have already earned 80 credit from the two institutions and come in our university for earning the rest of the 40 credits. Then what we will do in that case?
Right. We have made it very clear that the student has to earn at least 50% from one single institution. So therefore, if the students on their own are doing multiple credits from multiple institutions, then obviously they will not be eligible for a degree from any institution. To this also, we are finding a solution in the National Digital University. If the student does, because the National Digital University is going to be in the form of a hub and spoke model, and the spokes will be several higher educational institutions. So one category of students are those who will do multiple credits from different institutions, not necessarily 50% from any single institution. So in those cases, the National Digital University will give the degree. But if the student does a minimum of 50% from any of the spokes and the rest of the 50% from other spokes, then the first spoke where the student has done 50% will give the degree.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
So let's go to Professor Annapurna Nautiyal. Could you please unmute?
Thank you very much. And actually, it has clarified many doubts. And we have also started this DigiLocker and everything which have been explained to us. I have one question. My coordinator who is looking after NEP implementation, he'll also ask. So you have already talked about the National Digital University, which will be coming in the 23. And there is there was a in your presentation, there was a point that even the student can opt for teachers. So unless and until this option is open of Digital University, how can a student opt for a teacher? Because in this session, we don't have this facility. This will be in the future only.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. We are only talking about all the possibilities, present and future.
I think that's a great idea, and it will resolve the problem of the deficit of teachers also. So that way, I am very satisfied by this question and this answer also. And I'll ask my colleague to please ask, because he is looking after that. Dr. Anu Dobrial, please allow him to unmute. Dr. Anu Dobrial.
Well, if he's somewhere else, I will come back.
He's in the screen only. He's in this screen only where I am.
Okay, we'll come back. VC of the Rajiv Gandhi University, could you please unmute yourself?
Yeah, greetings. My greetings, sir, to all of you. Chairman UGC, sir. Thank you very much, sir. My question is that in Rajiv Gandhi University, we are affiliating universities, and we have 45 we have given affiliation to 45 colleges. Among those 45 colleges, almost 30% of them are private colleges, and 70% of them are government colleges. We don't have autonomous colleges. We don't have constituent colleges. So, sir, in that case, what is the way forward? How they can register?
The degrees are given by your university, right?
Yes,
the
sir.
Mark sheets are given by your university. So all the data related to the students and their credits is actually with you.
Yes, sir.
So then as a university, as an eligible university, you should be able to upload all that data, and the individual college student should be able to see it.
Yes, sir. This is what I have planned, and my team is here. They have agreed, but they wanted me to ask you this question so that there's the clarity. So
let us do it. Let us do it. You know, if you can show that your affiliated colleges, irrespective of their government or private, if all of them are onboarded through your university on ABC, that would be a wonderful thing to happen. I think we should provide more opportunities than hurdles to the students.
Yes, sir. We will do it, sir. And remaining questions will come later on. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's go to Northeastern Hill University, Shillong. Could you please unmute?
Good morning, Chairman, sir, and all Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir. Sir, I'm an ICT teacher in the Education Department. I'm convener of NEP 2020, and our COE is also here. I have two suggestions for Honorable Chairman, sir. Sir, in ABC portal, it is better to put two videos: how to register by an institution and how to register by student. Because word gives single meaning, image gives 1,000 meanings, video gives million meanings. If you provide video how to register, it may solve maximum problem faced by the institution and students. And another thing regarding ABC, what after listening Honorable Vice Chancellor's queries, those who are enrolling into any institution first, it is better to give credit to that university to issue a certificate irrespective of credit acquired by him or her in somewhere. Because suppose someone admitted into NEHU, but he credited scored more in other university, we are going to lose enrollment, this type of things. So this is our humble suggestion to you, sir. Thank you for giving opportunities.
Right. See, currently, the UGC rules say that the students can take only up to 40% of their total credit requirements from other universities, other colleges. So they cannot take more than 50%. While registering with your university, they cannot take more than 50% with other universities. So you please make it clear to your students about this. So let's go to IFLU, Vice Chancellor IFLU.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. I'm the Dean Academics. We have already registered with NAD. Our issue is the foreign students registration. They can't register because of the Aadhaar card requirement. So we do two things. Some students, the Indian students are on the NAD, the ABC portal, whereas the foreign students, we keep records separately. Is there a solution to this problem, sir? Thank you.
Yes, this is very important question, Ajay ji. Not only this issue, sometime in future, we will also have foreign universities setting up campuses in India. And many Indian students will be studying there. So we need to look at that possibility also. Ajay ji,
Yes,
please.
sir. We are contemplating on this thing, that how foreign students we can accommodate. And regarding the video query that was asked in the last query, that for how students can create the ABC ID, that video is available on ABC portal on the landing page itself. For institution registration, we will prepare the video and we will also make it available over the portal.
Excellent. Very nice. Let's go to Professor Bhuminath Tripathi.
Namaste, sir. Sir, can you hear me?
Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. In your presentation, you mentioned two things, that a student will be allowed to choose the best teacher of his choice and the best subject, the best course of his choice. So usually in one course, sir, we used to teach like 4 papers. So can you elaborate what would be the best choice for a student, because the paper number and the syllabus would be fixed?
My reference was, my comment was with reference to online programs. This is more about future in National Digital University, when multiple institutions are giving lectures on in the same discipline. The student will have the opportunity to choose the best teacher. In a physical university, of course, there is only one teacher who is giving that course. So there is no such possibility of choosing the teacher of their liking, right? So now let's go to GGV Bilaspur. GGV Bilaspur, yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Thank you very much for clarifying the ABC. In GGB, we have taken an informal initiative of making an informal consortium of some universities, where with the mutual consent, we are offering the online courses to be taken by the students who are already registered in ABC and having the ABC ID. Will it be possible from this session if we offer such courses and upload the credits with the same ABC ID, students will be able to get advantage of this credit transfer at the current ABC system?
Absolutely. We are saying all the current students should be migrated to ABC. And we have also made it mandatory for all the online and distance education programs. It's mandatory that every student registers and gets ABC ID. Only then credits will be transferred.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
The only one clarification, sir. With the universities like us, which are not having the ODL, if we offer the courses online to other university students who are already registered with ABC, will it be okay?
Provided you have approval from our DEB, Distance Education Board, to give online courses, only then you can give online courses, not otherwise.
Thank you.
Great. Let's go to Dr. Anup Dobrial. Could you please unmute?
Yeah. Good morning, sir. This is Professor A.K. Dobrial. I'm looking after the implementation of NEP from HNB Garhwal University. Sir, my question is that we are getting regular queries from students that can a student get 2 degrees in a regular mode from the same university under NEP?
We have given the guidelines on 2 degrees simultaneously. So they can do 2 degrees in physical mode from the same university or from 2 different universities. Or they can do 1 physical degree, 1 online degree, or they can do 2 online degrees simultaneously. All possibilities are available.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Right. Professor Tankeshwar Kumar, could you please unmute?
Yes, thank you very much. First of all, I congratulate for this wonderful presentation. You know, I have the two problems. One is the technical problem that we are not able to upload the mark sheet for Hindi medium. You know, we have some Hindi forms. For the DigiLocker, we are not able to do that. You know, we have tried to contact them. And another problem is in the ABC, if I look at is the relevance of the courses. For example, if a person has done 60% of the courses from one university, and then he does 40%, then he repeats some of the courses. Then that is the problem. You know, whether the course is that relevant to the whole of the degree or not. Then if you start taking 40% of the things from the repetition of the courses or some courses which are not relevant, then how to give a degree? That's a problem.
Ajay-ji, the Hindi part, could you answer?
So we have enabled actually regional languages, and we have templates where you can select the language of your choice as well. But we will have a VC session with you separately, and we will try to understand what is the issue. I mean, there may be a specific issue with your university.
Right, right. Diksha, note down this particular university so that we'll get back to them. And,
Right,
and on the other question, whether the student takes similar courses, repeats courses, and so on, that is nothing to do with ABC. ABC is only a platform which provides you an opportunity to upload the credits, and how the student does the courses, repetition, and so on, that depends on your own academic processes within your university, your own ordinances. So they need to be set right to avoid such problems. Now let's go to Professor P.V. Satyam, IIT Bhubaneswar.
Hello, can you hear me, sir?
Please go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, good morning. And it was indeed a lucid presentation. I appreciate it. And we had on 24th November, we had a meeting, NCRF meeting. We invited several Northeast Central institutions to IIT Bhubaneswar and organized this workshop. And UGC played a pivotal role in that one. We thank you for that. Several questions came up in this meeting, NCRF workshop conducted by IIT Bhubaneswar. Of course, you just answered that question which I was planning to ask. So one of the question was, can IIT Bhubaneswar accept my credits of some X university? Right. That you answered that question. That was the one thing. ABC, as you mentioned, ABC definitely is a good step in first step in universalization of this education. But the quality, the three questions, for example, related to that, we should think about it. How to decide the learning outcomes and assessment procedures? Can we have a model curriculum for universities? Is there any independent way of quality assurance of the check? These are the three questions related to the same way which you answer. The Senate or different things has to be answered. Right. That's number one. The second point, second point is this being a digital platform. I just thought, we should have a backup plan for any malfunctioning and all those things.
Right, right. Thank you. Thank you very much, Professor Satyam. I'm sure the NEGD has taken care of all those security issues and malfunctioning. Let me also tell you that many institutions such as IITs, they have their own ERP system. And students can actually check their credits and grades, etc., by logging into their own account.
Yeah, sure.
Doubt may come, well, we have our own ERP system. Why do we need ABC? My request is that this is a national portal. And you may continue to have your own individual ERP to monitor the credits, grades, and all those things. But you can just mirror that in the ABC so that on a national platform, all the higher education institutions are integrated, and that provides an opportunity for the students for easy migration across the institutions, across the disciplines. So therefore, my fervent request to all the IITs and other institutions which have their own ERP, you also please do join in ABC.
Yes, sir, we join it. We agree that one. The question, I think, is that when somebody, one person uses this credits for joining another university or taking a credit, then the system will be successful. We have to see how that success will come.
Correct, correct. Thank you. Thank you very much. So
Thank you very much for your time.
Let's go to Dr. Manmohan Singh. Could you please unmute?
Morning, sir. I am from HNB Garhwal University, Srinagar Garhwal, and looking into the implementation of NET. Sir, we have uploaded the data in the portal, and students who are studying in our university are from remote places where there is a poor internet connectivity. My query is, can we go for the bulk creation of ABC IDs at university level and then assign them to the student? The second thing I want to ask, that for some of the uploaded data, the students are able to check their degree certificate, they are able to see their degree certificate, but they are not able to see their mark sheets. Also, there is some Unicode conversion problem.
Ajay-ji, could you please answer this?
Yeah, for the first one, bulk upload, as I have mentioned in my PPT, that we are also providing a university with the facility of bulk upload. So that module will get live in 1 or 2 days only. And the second one is that for bulk mark sheet, Unicode conversion, we have solved the issue. But if you are still facing that issue, I agree that that issue was there. But if you are still facing the issue, then we will take that up. Sir, can you please tell the name of your university? We will get in touch.
HNB Garhwal University, Srinagar Garhwal.
Okay.
Great. Thank you. Thank you very much. Now let's go to Assam University, Silchar.
Good morning, sir. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, please go ahead.
Right, sir. Thank you very much, sir. This is a wonderful scheme and our students will benefit immensely from this. We have two questions. Once my officer will ask, so he has some technical question, and I have a small query, like some of our students who registered themselves for PhD and they have completed their coursework, and after having pursued for their PhD work, this is more prevalent in case of girl students who get married, and all their 2-3 years efforts go waste. How can we extend benefit to them? This is my small query, and then of course my officer will ask the technical question.
Before your officer asks, please follow the PhD regulations that we have given, especially for the female students. There are certain provisions that we have created which are beneficial to them. The new PhD regulations. Okay. Now, our officer asked the question.
Good morning, sir. Sir, we have uploaded some students' data in the NAD without the ABC ID. Now, these students, they have created their ABC ID. How to link, how to update their ABC ID in this NAD, sir?
Okay, Ajay-ji.
So, sir, the data that you have uploaded, there are 2 ways to do that. The data that you have uploaded, either you re-upload that data with the field mark rec status M and add ABC ID into that. So that data will get reprocessed and that will be processed against ABC ID. Otherwise, you can also email us with the ABC ID and roll number and registration number. We will do the seeding.
Right. Disha, please note down this university name.
Yes, sir.
Back to that. Right. Controller of Examinations, CUJ. Please
hello, sir. Hello, sir. Good morning, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Please go ahead. Yes.
Hello.
We can hear you. Please go ahead.
We are processing our university. Our university examination marks card are being processed through Samarth portal. Then we have to again go to other platforms and then the final to ABC. So can you have a uniform one place when you upload, get the marks card from the Samarth? Can it be same can be reflected in the ABC also?
So let me tell for the benefit of others, many institutions have their own ERP system for the student life cycle management, but certain universities do not have. So therefore, on Samarth platform, we have provided these ERP facilities. As I said in the beginning, that whether you are using Samarth or your own in-house ERP system, all that you need to do is mirror this data in ABC so that we have one unified portal for the benefit of the students. Ajay ji, would you like to add anything on that?
No, sir.
Okay, right. So now let's go.
Sir.
Yeah, let's go to Central University of Gujarat. Central University of Gujarat.
हाँ नमस्कार, मैं सेंट्रल यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ गुजरात से प्रोफेसर संजीव कुमार दुबे। सर, आपके पूरे प्रेजेंटेशन को हमने बहुत अच्छी तरह देखा और लगभग सारे जो हमारे प्रॉब्लम्स थे जो हम फेस कर रहे थे उसका सलूशन भी हमें मिल गया है। दो चीजें मैं आपके सामने यहाँ पे रखना चाहता हूँ। आपने बताया कि एक स्टूडेंट जो क्रेडिट अर्न करेगा और अपने अकाउंट में वो क्रेडिट करेगा, वो 7 ईयर के बाद वो उसको यूटिलाइज कर सकता है। ऐसे में प्रोग्राम के ड्यूरेशन के अकॉर्डिंग वो 7 ईयर है कि सर्टिफिकेट कोर्स जो 2 सेमेस्टर का है, सिर्फ उस 2 सेमेस्टर के कोर्स के लिए भी वो 7 ईयर बाद आकर के कंटिन्यू कर सकता है, या फिर 4 ईयर का डिग्री कोर्स है तो उसमें 7 ईयर बाद वो आके कंटिन्यू कर सकता है। तो ड्यूरेशन ऑफ द प्रोग्राम से ये 7 ईयर रिलेटेड है या 7 ईयर सभी के लिए अक्रॉस डिग्रीज के लिए ये अवेलेबल है? ऑप्शन एक तो प्रश्न मेरा ये है। दूसरा प्रश्न ये है,
पहले ये प्रश्न को मैं जवाब दूंगा। देखिए, हमारा अंडर ग्रेजुएट प्रोग्राम्स अभी 3 साल का है और आगे साल से 4 साल का भी हो सकता है। ये अंडर ग्रेजुएट प्रोग्राम में आप 1 साल के बाद आप ब्रेक लिए तो you have to come back within 3 years. So now 4 years undergraduate program plus the 3 years break, so that is total 7 years. So in the academic bank of credits, independent of whether you are doing 3 years or 4 years program, you can store it for 7 years.
Sir, my second question is, हम लोग जो फी स्ट्रक्चर डिसाइड करते हैं सर, वो प्रोग्राम का डिसाइड करते हैं और यहाँ पे हम जब कोर्स बच्चों को ऑफर करेंगे, वेदर इट इज ऑनलाइन और ऑफलाइन अवेलेबल और उनकी सुविधा के अनुसार, तो क्या कोर्स फीस को भी हमें अलग से आइडेंटिफाई करना होगा? क्योंकि अब तक हम प्रोग्राम जैसे बीए प्रोग्राम में जो पेपर्स हैं उसकी फीस हम स्ट्रक्चर ऑफर करते हैं, तो अगर कोई हमारा 4 क्रेडिट का एक कोर्स ले रहा है या 8 क्रेडिट के 2 कोर्स ले रहे हैं तो उसका, और वो अदर इंस्टीट्यूशन से बिलोंग करते हैं, तो क्या उसका हमें अलग से फी स्ट्रक्चर डिसाइड करना होगा?
देखिए, I will give IIT Delhi examination in my own course. There are few students coming from industry and from other institutions who have registered for my course. My institution charges separately for them for taking 3 credit course. So similarly, you can charge any external students who are coming to your university to register for a particular course. You can decide what should be the fee.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So let's go to the next Dr. Professor Lalni Lauma. Could you please unmute?
Yes, good morning, sir. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. I am from Mizoram University, sir. Most of my questions have been raised and clarified very well. But then, sir, I have just one more point for clarification. Because in the previous meeting, we were on the ABC, we were asked to upload the credits for 2021-22. But then, you know, practically we have not implemented NEP. So for some, the credit earned during that period have, I mean, like for those credits, degree have been granted. So the practicability of, you know, putting the credit there for which they have earned the degree, I don't know whether it is really practicable, or shall we upload our credit for only the, I mean, like from the time we implement NEP 2020, sir?
Well, the facility is available to upload even for the past students. It's simply data, right? To upload it on the ABC platform and inform your past students that you have uploaded, and they can create an account here. and then it is there permanently for them to see any time.
Okay.
So it is not only for future students. The earlier data also you can upload it on your DigiLocker and make it available through ABC.
Yeah, and just to add to that, if you say somebody has enrolled in your course in 2021 or 22, and you have the data for say first semester or second semester, so and third semester, don't wait for course to end. As soon as he passes the semester, you can upload the data with the credit score.
Correct.
So it will keep on accumulating. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Let's go to Professor N. Lokendra Singh. Could you please unmute?
Oh, sir, thank you very much, sir. There's a little bit of a problem in my university. In Manipur University, we had started implementing the NEP with effect from the academic year 2021-22, sir. And on that count, we had actually requested the students to have their ID in the NAD with effect from the year 21-22, sir. For some of the undergraduate courses available in the university campus. But for many of the undergraduate programs, which are offered in the affiliated colleges, around 1890 affiliated colleges of our university, we are actually offering this, say anything with effect from this particular year, from the academic year 2020.
Okay.
Now my question is, I do not think that there will be any problem for those students who have already studied anything with effect from 2021-22, since the university has officially adopted implementation of say anything with effect from 21-22. Will there be any problem? I don't think there will be any problem.
As long as Professor, it is beneficial to the students, irrespective of from which year you are officially adopting NEP, even if there are records of the students, you please put it on the ABC portal and inform them.
Okay. Okay.
Right. So let's go to Vice Chancellor CTUAP. Yes, please go ahead.
Sir, I must congratulate you, Professor Jagadesh Kumar, for very positive and active actions. I have one observation regarding 50% student of a particular university will complete her courses 50% in our university. Other 50% she may complete in other two universities.
Right.
Then, as per the decision of UGC, the certificate will be given by the National Digital University. I request you to look into the decision. 50% already a particular university has taken burden to taught her. So, the responsibility to allot degree, give her a degree, the particular university where 50% she has already completed.
So let me clarify on this. Let's say your university is offering programs in physical mode, and I join in BA Economics in your university in physical mode. I am permitted to take only up to 40% of my total credit requirement in online mode. Therefore, I am still doing 60% from your university. So therefore, your university is bound to give me the degree. Now, I am not permitted to do more than 50% elsewhere. Now, the other scenario, I said that in the National Digital University, you will have several spokes, several higher educational institutions offering online degrees. So let's say I am joined in a program offered by IIT Madras. And if I take up to 50% of the credits in IIT Madras, and then the remaining 50% from different universities, which are part of the National Digital University, then the student will get the degree from IIT Madras. But suppose I don't join with any particular university in the National Digital University. I know the credit requirement for an undergraduate program. I pick and choose the courses from multiple universities and I complete my credit requirement. In that case, I don't belong to any spokes. In that case, the National Digital University will give the degree. I hope.
I agree with you, Professor Jagadesh Kumar. The problem is, she is part of 50% of particular university. Another 50% she may be from taking from IIT or another one, Jabalpur University.
Is it on the online mode or physical mode?
A digital mode, yes. Another 50% digital mode from 3 universities.
Right.
And there will be a share of the particular university where it has given 50% training to her. So, you know,
only
not necessarily you should talk to me now only. Just afterwards, you can sit with your officers and think over it. It's possible. 50% where the university has given 50% training to the particular student, the degree should be given by the name of that university where 50% dissemination has been given.
Precisely. That is what I am saying. If the student does 50% from a single university on the online platform, only that university will give the degree. We are agreed?
Thank you.
Okay, right. So now let's go to Professor K. Ratnabali.
Namaskar, sir. Thank you for such a systematic and lucid presentation. And thanks to Mr. Ajoy for taking us through the demonstration using the console, how to go about in registering the ABC portal and earning credits. Sir, I have 2 questions. First is, when we talk about span period is calculated as n+1. So when we talk about a person who is doing 1 year of the undergraduate program, the span period will be 1 + 1, that is 2 years. So if we calculate it in such a way, n+1 formula, the whole course of 4 years, then we'll see that the span period, the number of years taken by a student will be more than 7 years to complete a course. But the validity of the credits which are there in the ABC portal is only 7 years. So I just want to know how to synchronize the two, because if you go by the n+1, then the validity should be more than 7 years. Then only the student can redeem those credits and get the relevant certificate, diploma, or degree.
Sure.
Second,
we will consider that. If there is a problem, we will definitely look into that. Okay. Right.
Second question is regarding the equivalence, and you had mentioned in one of the online meetings that a committee was constituted to look into the equivalence and standardization of the curriculum. So I think it is very much required when we talk about credit mobility, because recognition of credit earned by a student outside an institution will definitely depend upon the standardization and equivalence. So I just wanted to raise these 2 questions.
That is the reason why we have now brought the National Credit Framework. And this National Credit Framework is based on the learning outcomes. So a student who moves from one level to the other level, we have prescribed how many credits they are supposed to obtain and what exactly credit means. So therefore, once the National Credit Framework is implemented across the country, this mobility across the institutions will become much simpler.
Right, sir. So that means, will it also depend upon the NAAC accreditation process, because how much of the learning outcome is achieved and how the outcomes are translated in terms of, how we assess and evaluate. So I think
we are slightly digressing here. NAAC is different. We'll discuss about NAAC separately. Okay, right. So let's go to Professor Anand Bhalerao. Could you please unmute? Professor Anand Bhalerao. Okay, Dr. Samir, IIT Jammu.
Hello, sir. Good morning. I was going through this National Credit Framework document as well as the ABC document. I have got few queries. to implement this. The credit equivalency at IIT Jammu, we don't consider tutorial as a credit. However, you have said that theory as well as tutorial both should be counted towards credit. So how can we consider the credits when we are uploading as well as when we are considering equivalency of the credits from other universities?
You're right. No, some kind of equivalence has to be worked out by the receiving university.
Yes. So maybe some DU university or any other university can give 4 credits, but we don't consider tutorial credits. So it should be only 3 credits. Then the students will be at loss. Then when they... So second question is, sir, will the grades? Sorry, I cannot hear you.
One second. When a student migrates from other university to your university or brings the credit, it depends on your own admission policy and how you calculate the equivalence.
True.
So left to the institutions. Okay.
So it is left to us. So if we don't want to consider the credit of tutorial, then we can ignore that.
Obviously, because your admission process.
Admission is okay, sir. But suppose they are our own students, they have gone to IIT Delhi. IIT Delhi gives tutorial credits, but we don't consider that. The student will come and claim that I have earned 30 credits, but as such, they are only 27.
Obviously. So you have certain filtering system. You allow certain credits, you don't allow certain credits.
Yes.
We are saying that every institution has to change your credit system. You have your own autonomy. You operate the you way operate. However, it is better that we bring some kind of uniformity across the country. And that's the reason why we have brought the national credit framework.
Okay. I mean,
are given certain weightage and many institutions give weightage to the tutorials. So the student has earned 1 credit through the tutorial, denying him or her that weightage is not a good thing. So therefore, you'll have to relook into the weightage for the tutorial.
Yes.
Right.
Sir, second one, how will the grades be given? How grade equivalency can be considered? Maybe IIT Delhi has got different grades or any other university has different grades and we have got different grading system, A, B, or whatever may be the cutoff criteria. So how can the grades be given if the student does courses at other universities?
So we need to work out an equivalence because the national credit framework and our higher educational qualification framework also gives a certain grading pattern. And we need to work out an equivalence.
So till then, when we cannot accept the degree or the courses, right? If the student comes and claims.
So the equivalence has to be because there is a national reference framework for the grading.
Yes,
and if your grading differs from that, you have to have an equivalence formula within your own institute to match with.
Okay. So you mean to say that now NCF will act as a reference point. Some university will give grades as per with reference to NCF, and we have to consider equivalency with respect to NCF then.
Correct. Ultimately, the bottom line is we need to find a solution to help the students.
True. So then I have got one more question. So you have said that it is good to upload the data of the past student also who have already received the degree. So how can we mark such students? How can we debit the credits of such students because degree was already awarded?
Yes, this is not for a debiting purpose. It is only for putting it on our national platform so that they have easy access to their credits and grades that they have earned.
But they will try to use the credits elsewhere to get another degree, right? If we don't debit it.
No. How will they do that? Ajay ji, is that possible? If they have already used these credits to get a degree, there is no way they can use the same credits.
But I am not using the live credits to give the degree. They were already given to them. The degree was already given. The credits were already old.
And they're already marked, right? That their degree is already given.
Yeah. So how can we mark that the degree was awarded to such students using these credits?
Right. Ajay ji, is there a way out here?
So right now, actually, since the credit framework in its nascent stages, so we actually don't consider that while we publish those degrees over the DigiLocker, we actually don't consider that whether certain amount of credit has been accrued or not. Okay. So the thing is that right now it is right from the horse's mouth. If the institution thinks that these are the degrees and these are the students to be awarded, then in a particular format, they will upload the data and it will be made available to the DigiLocker. So since we are not an awarding body, we just go by what institution actually issues.
Correct.
So it's not at our end, sir.
So, Dr. Samir, one way out of this is if a student is coming saying that I have these credits in ABC, I want to join for a degree here, the receiving institute can cross-check whether he has been already awarded a degree. And then if he has been awarded a degree, then you will not let that student use these credits.
But then I have to, then it becomes more tedious, I guess, then. Because now I have to consider the credits. If he has done at 4 or 5 institutes, I need to contact all 4 or 5 institutes and ask individually then whether those credits were used for their any degree or not.
I think everything should be available on one portal. You don't have to contact all the institutions. That's the reason why we want to put everything on one single integrated portal.
Okay.
You can take a look at whether the credits have been used, whether the degree has been awarded, and so on. Right, Dr. Samir, as Ajay ji, this is just beginning,
sure.
And if there are any such issues, we'll definitely find a solution to those problems.
Yes, sir. From a technical end, sir, this transfer mechanism is yet not in place because we are also waiting for the national credit framework. You may be knowing that the stakeholder consultation is still going on.
Correct.
So
yes.
Once that gets finalized, we will get more clarity on that. Right now, the primary objective of holding this workshop, as Chairman Sir has mentioned, that since we have these credits and credit scores available with us, so don't wait and just push it to the ABC. So that is what the first step is.
Correct. The transfer of the credits, students moving from one institute to the other institute, that will happen in the coming months and years, but that is going to be a very small fraction of the total student body. And all the student body to be on ABC in their existing institutions. Right. So now let's go to very interesting question and diverse.
I'm unmuted just now.
Yes, please go ahead. Yeah.
Can I ask a question?
Please go ahead.
Yeah, I'm Professor Anand Bhalera, Vice Chancellor, Central University of Rajasthan. And I am very happy to say that the Central University of Rajasthan has gone well ahead in implementation of ABC. We have decided to implement this in a part. And first, we have targeted the students batch which is admitted in 2021. Out of 758 students, 558 students have opened account on ABC. And at present, they are able to see the credits there also.
Very good.
But we have few issues in this one. We are continuously in contact with the National E-Governance Division also, and appropriate authorities are very cooperative with us, and I must appreciate that also. So we are not able to see the photos of the students. Students are not able to see the photos there. This is our one point. Second point is we have requested the authorities, along with the credits, grades are also essential. So students should be able to see these grades. So student should be able to see these grades. Third important point is that as our data says, roughly 200 students are not able to register on ABC. They are not able to open the account on ABC. The reason is they have the Aadhaar card, but their cell phone numbers, either their cell phone numbers are not connected with the Aadhaar card or they don't have the Aadhaar card. So if we have another ID also of students, if we make it available for registration, that will help grades. These are my 3 questions in this week. And every year we are increasing the number of students to be registered. 2021 amount about to come.
Okay. So
let me take the third question first regarding if you have the Aadhaar number, but your mobile number is not linked to that Aadhaar number. So that is why we have thought about this bulk ABC registration also, where in an Excel sheet, you can upload that CSV and we will create the ABC IDs from backend. See, this is a technical problem. Actually, we can't do much about it. Since somebody's mobile number is not linked with Aadhaar and he has to do the OTP through only the mobile number to the link with Aadhaar only. So that is the reason that through DigiLocker, you will not be able to do that. The second thing regarding the credits with grades. So for the time being on ABC portal, actually we are not showing the grades. Our primary focus is credits and credit points. But yes, when the student fetches his mark sheet or transcript, then grade is there, and there are several templates to show the grade on that. And it will be available in students when he actually pulls his mark sheet. It will be available in his issued section. The third question regarding the photo not available. So I was not aware about it. So we will look into it.
Right. So this particular university, Diksha ji, please write down the name.
Yes, sir.
Talk to them separately and resolve these problems. And Ajay ji, this visibility of the grades also, as an example, if we can work with this university and resolve it, then that will become an example to the other universities also.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And there is a similar question asked by Sundaram Ramakrishnan Kalpati about the students facing problems because the Aadhaar linked mobile. Many students do not have a functional mobile with the Aadhaar linked. So therefore they are facing problems. So Ajay ji has already given a solution to that. You can upload the bulk details of the students to avoid the Aadhaar linked mobile phone.
And sir, we are also planning, that is in planning stage only, that if some student say do not have digital mode, or he just brings his Aadhaar number to the university and asks that, sir, please create my ABC ID. So one by one ABC ID creation, I told about the assisted mode. Right. So we are also planning that.
Very good.
So when we get the problems, we will also find the solutions. We are committed to that. And any technical problems, I again request to all the universities that we are available every day from Monday to Friday from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. For the VC consultations. So any kind of technical problem if you face, so please join us. It will be resolved as soon as possible.
Ajay ji, could you tell some contact number and email ID where they can contact?
Yes, sir, I am also providing the VC link here. Apart from that, I will also provide the contact number and the mobile numbers.
No, but on our website, abc.gov.in, there is a link for every day VC. At 2:30, the VC starts. So people can, anytime anybody faces any problem, you can always send us an email. But at 2:30, if you go there, our officers are there, our experts are there to guide anyone and everyone. From 2:30 to 5:30, 3 hours every day we do with VCs. And that's how we have been able to onboard NAD and Potion and other projects. The same thing is applicable for ABC also.
Okay, okay.
I have shared the link in the chat as well, sir.
In the chat, everybody can see there is a link available and the contact details for the customer support is available there.
I'm also sharing the mobile number of Mr. Gaurav Khare. He's actually taking care of the onboarding part.
Excellent. So you please share that also in the chat box. Please, all of you have a look at it. We have just a couple of hands. Let's go to Registrar Central University, Kashmir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Most of the things have been elaborated and clarifications are crisp, and we are now in a position to just move ahead. I have a small thing, in response to your explanations. You said that the 50% of the courses have to be taken, can be taken through the, from the other institutions.
Only 40% can be taken in online mode from other institutions.
Okay. That's at some point, probably I misread it wrongly. That's why I wanted to know whether we have moved from 20 to 40% जो हमने bracket किया था for the MOOCs, is that been changed? Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much.
Let's go to Professor Farooq Ahmed.
Yeah, thank you, sir. I am Professor Farooq Ahmed, Control of Examination, Central University of Kashmir. My registrar was just now speaking. I have a couple of questions. First is there any quality check for these credits? Second is that is receiving university bound to accept credits taken by the students from any institution. It is quite possible, for instance, there may be an institution of not my level, I mean to say, as per the standard which we have maintained in our Central University of Kashmir. So am I bound to accept those credits, or I am free to accept some and reject some?
It's quite possible you may accept some, you may not accept everything, but that's nothing to do with ABC. That is to do with your admission and academic processes within the university. Okay, right. So let's go to Sai Krishna Kota.
Very good morning, sir. Thank you for a nice presentation. In fact, it has given me a lot of idea about how to move ahead on migrating my students from Central University of Karnataka. I'm the controller of examinations in Central University of Karnataka. My question is, yeah, in a couple of days, maybe in a day or two, the bulk uploading process of the ongoing students, the current students, will be activated. The anticipated issue is, let's say some students of the ongoing batches or current semesters may have created ABC IDs elsewhere with some other institution names. If I start giving that data for bulk uploading, will those ABC IDs be replaced with the new ones, or will the same ABC IDs will be continued here also?
Oh, good question.
The same will be written, sir, since it is the same ABC ID. So the same ABC ID will return. So in case the ABC ID is not available with that Aadhaar number, then only new ABC IDs will be created. So we will do a database search. If we find that there is a match, so the existing one will be returned. So there is no chance of duplicacy there.
Okay, good. Because the common point is Aadhaar point, Aadhaar number. Right. So we had to close at some time, but Professor Sanjay Singh, VC BBAU, could you please unmute?
Yes, sir.
Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Could you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Sir, my controller of examination and the colleague is there who is looking for NET. They want to ask some question. So I am just handing over to them. Please, sir, allow them to.
Okay. Good morning, sir. मैं डॉक्टर राजश्री हूँ, नेट कोऑर्डिनेटर बाबा साहब भीमराव अम्बेडकर यूनिवर्सिटी। सर, जस्ट ये पूछना चाहते थे कि अगर कोई बच्चा कंप्यूटर से रिलेटेड कोर्स करना चाहता है तो बहुत सारे कोर्सेज अवेलेबल हैं, जैसे बीएससी आईटी है, बीसीए है, तो क्रेडिट वो पहले अगर पूरे टेन्योर में 40% क्रेडिट वो पहले अर्न कर चुके हैं, तो रजिस्ट्रेशन उस कोर्स के लिए पहले कराना जरूरी है या क्रेडिट अर्न करने के बाद भी वो करा सकते हैं? सर
देखिए, that is a different thing and ABC platform is a different thing. So what we are saying is that on ABC platform, every student who is doing some kind of course in your university should be registered. Okay.
सर,
Right.
हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी का रजिस्ट्रेशन की बात नहीं कर रही हूँ सर, मैं स्टूडेंट के रजिस्ट्रेशन की बात कर रही हूँ कि वो बीएससी आईटी कोर्स अगर वो करना चाहता है और उसके लिए 40 क्रेडिट की रिक्वायरमेंट एक यूनिवर्सिटी से है, तो वो उस यूनिवर्सिटी के लिए पहले रजिस्ट्रेशन करा ले कि वो 40 या 50% क्रेडिट पहले अर्न कर ले, उसके बाद भी वो रजिस्टर करा सकता है। तो उस केस में ड्यूरेशन का कैसे हम लोग मतलब इवैल्यूएशन करें?
ये तो अलग बात है. This is related to student mobility from university to university, recognizing prior earned credits for joining at a later date at a different level. So we will discuss this separately, and this is all part of the National Credit Framework and the National Higher Education Qualification Framework, where we are saying that if a student has accumulated before joining your university certain credits, and if they fulfill the requirement of your university, then the student can join at a different level. Let's say first year courses I have done elsewhere, and if those credits fulfill your requirements for admitting in the second year, the student can join in the second year. But the whole process of transferring will be easily done if the student has registered and both the universities have registered on the ABC portal. Okay, right.
सेकंड क्वेश्चन मेरा ये था कि हर कोर्स के लिए नंबर ऑफ वैकेंसीज मतलब कंफर्म होती हैं, जैसे कि सपोज अगर हम बीटेक की बात करें तो 60 हम बच्चों को एनरोल करा सकते हैं। तो अगर कोई बच्चा बाद में कहता है कि नहीं हम इस इंस्टीट्यूशन सेकेंड ईयर में आना चाहता है और वो फिर कहेगा, तो उस टाइम पर हम जो वैकेंसी है वो कैसे मतलब क्या हम उसको चेंज कर सकते हैं?
नहीं. Let's say your total approved seats are 60, and in second year you have only 58 students. There are 2 vacancies, and 5 students from outside have applied for these 2 vacant seats. You can have some kind of admission policy, how you will choose these students, and then admit only 2 students against these vacancies. Again, this is nothing to do with ABC. So similar questions we will answer later. Okay,
thank you so much.
Right.
Thank you so
So one last question let us take from Dr. Hari Singh, Gaur University. Could you please unmute? Dr. Hari Singh, Gaur University. Yeah, please go ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. Am I audible, sir?
Please go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. I'm not raising any queries, sir, but I just want to brief you that our university got registered for ABC on 12th of May 2022, and a duly constituted committee is operative, sir, with a nodal officer and the full committee, sir. And we got this ABC approved in our academic council meeting on 22nd of September 2022, and it was duly approved by the Executive Council also on 14th of November 2022. Right. So I have already sent you a report. Maybe you have received it about what activities are going on here in the university, and we have uploaded the entire procedure for registering for ABC on our notice board, and this is bilingual, sir, so that our students, they are not facing any difficulty.
Excellent.
So they are registering and on the ABC portal, and they are obtaining their unique 12-digit ID. We are not having any difficulty in that, sir. And I'm also very happy to inform you, sir, that around 400 registrations we have completed as on date. And we are our admission cell, like you suggested, is very active and trying to spread this message. And sir, if you allow me only for 1 minute, sir, we have promos which are available, we have made, and they are being utilized and they are being displayed so that our students, they can get an idea about what ABC is, and they are getting a good response, sir. That's it, sir.
First of all, congratulations for the wonderful work that you are doing on ABC.
Thank you, sir.
I hope that go out as a message to many other universities also. And I have seen the video that your university has prepared, and we will post.
Okay. Yes, sir. I had sent it to Mr. Kapoor.
We have
okay,
we will post it on our social media for the benefit of all the students. And
yes,
also,
sir.
all the colleagues who have joined online, please have a look at the chat box. There we have Gaurav Kare's number and email ID also. And please feel free to contact the NEGD if you have any problems, and UGC also, please contact if you have any problem. Let us collectively make ABC a success across the country. This is one of the very, very important reforms of the national education policy. Friends, I must congratulate you, and I must thank you for showing such excitement and such your intent to implement ABC successfully in your respective universities. With those comments, I also would like to thank Sri Abhishek Singh and Ajay Agarwal and other colleagues from NEGD who have made a wonderful presentation and answered many, many questions, diverse questions that have come from the audience. So with those comments, I would like to close here, but let me check if Shri Abhishek Singh has any comments to make.
So just one, sir, I must compliment Dr. Hari Singh Gaur University for doing these videos and the infographics and posts. If they can share it with us, then we can make it available on our website also. And any university, when you share any social media post, do tag at Digital India, because we have Digital India and MyGov India has a lot of outreach. So we would also further share, because ultimately, as Chairman sir mentioned, it's our joint endeavor to make it something useful for all the students in the higher education institutions, and we will be helping achieve one of the key pillars of the national education, new education policy. So towards that objective, we need to all work together with our joint efforts. That's all, sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Namaskar.